Okay, welcome you to TATS speaking test. Today I'm your examiner, and do you know the topic today is gonna be?
No.
No, the topic today is fire. Yes, the way the primitive societies and the earliest peoples make fire. Okay, first thing that could you tell me how did the earlier the early men make fire? How did they make fire?
No, the early ant could not make fire.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yes.
Yeah, they were unable
Unable
to make fire. Okay. And the next thing, how did you say that they were unable to make fire? And how did they make fire? How did they have fire? The three first form of fires. The words.
Three first form
Yes.
of fire: lightning, forest fire, and burning lava.
Burning lava. And how did they store the fire?
Store fire by keeping slow burning log alive or by carrying a charcoal in pots.
Oh, the first one. Oh, have you ever used charcoal? You use
I
charcoal?
use charcoal for
What?
nướng là cái gì?
Grilling.
Grilling.
For grilling.
For grilling.
Yes.
For food and beef.
And beef. Okay, pretty good. And do you know that how did the primitive society make fire? Do you remember how did the primitive societies make fire?
The primitive society make fire.
Like how did the primitive society accidentally to make fire, right?
Study of primitive society stress that the apply method of making fire were true fission
For true fission
and
and something like accidentally how did the earlier man accidentally make fire during what?
During
During what? The primitive society accidentally made fire during
fire during
the tool making fire.
Tool
Making operation. Okay, try again one more time.
Study of primitive society stress that the apply method of making fire were true fission
Yes.
and true fire.
True
Fire.
true friction
True fission.
and accidentally make during tool making operations.
True making operation.
Yes, and how did the European peasants make fire?
The European peasant make fire rotated by wooden tube in a round hole and with their palms.
With their palms, and like at first the process was really slow. And how did the European peasant speed up the process, right?
The European speed up the process, grabbing a car around the tube and pulling on it.
They wrap the core around the trail, and then they pulling. Yes, again. Okay. And the next question for you, the reason why that the first matches were dangerous. Why were the first matches dangerous?
The first match
Why were the first matches dangerous?
dangerous. The first match dangerous. Device.
No. Tại sao nó nguy hiểm?
The first match
Were
was
dangerously inflammable.
dangerously inflammable.
Inflammable. Okay, try again one time. Like, why were the first matches dangerous?
The first matches
Were
dangerously inflammable.
inflammable. Okay, and who did transmute silver into gold?
German
Alchemist.
Yeah.
The German alchemist.
Yeah.
He tried to transmute
Silver.
silver into gold.
Yeah.
Okay. And the next question for you, could you tell me like, do you remember that we're gonna be talking about the ethereal match? Okay. And how did the ethereal match work? How did the ethereal match work? Yes.
Ethereal match
Mm-hmm.
came up with the formula. Ethereal match silver took contact in three paper chip with phosphorus when
Phosphorus. Yes.
When took the broken erosion in
Yes.
causing the phosphorus to cell convert.
Cell converts, right? That it's gonna be it was going to be having a seal cluster, and then they had it's containing a twist of paper tipped with phosphorus, and when the top air was broken and the air rusted and made this device self-combust to self-combust. Okay, pretty good. And do you remember that the reason why the first matches were really expensive? The first matches were really expensive, and why? Why were the first matches expensive?
The first match expensive. The equivalent costing the £100 per ounce.
Per ounce, per ounce. And do you remember that who did make concrete matches? Who did? Yes, who did invent the concrete matches?
Concrete matches.
Who invented the concrete? Do you remember the name? Chemist? No. Do you remember that?
Walker.
Oh, John Walker.
Yeah.
John Walker, and a pharmacist, English pharmacist, and he borrowed the formula of the military rocketing maker to make the concrete. Okay, and the next thing that do you remember that the next thing would be did the modern matches resemble with primitive matches? Yes or no? The modern matches was the same with the primitive matches.
The remedy, the same matches.
The same. Is it the same? It's really
The
same,
same.
right? Matches. Okay. The next thing that could you tell me like wait for me a few seconds. Could you tell me like how did the Chinese make fire?
The Chinese make fire lancet or concave mirror the contain the sunlight and burning acid.
Burning glasses. And how did the Eskimos make fire? How did they
The
make fire?
Eskimo will do a slow burning triangle or a rain of fire and fire.
Iron pyrite. Are you there? And what did the Chinese use to make fire? The percussion methods, right? The Chinese used the percussion method to make fire. And how did the Chinese to make fire with the percussion method?
The Chinese percussion method chicken popcorn with bamboo.
Yeah, sure. Dragon what? Porcelain with bamboo. And how did the Europeans make fire at the middle 19th century?
The European the combination of steam slim and
Thinner.
remain the man
Still, right? Still thinner.
thinner.
And how long did they remain the medal? How long did they remain the medal?
Remain the man
Medal.
medal until 19th century.
Mid 19th century.
Mid 19th century.
Yes. Okay. Pretty good. Okay, we're gonna go to the challenge for you, and could you read this one in English? I will check your pronunciation. Here we go.
The threat for a practical math really began after 1781 when a group of great chemists
Yes.
came up with the popular candle of aerial math.
Ethereal.
Ethereal math still tube containing a sheet of paper tip with forward. When the tube was broken, eruption in causing the forward to cell combat and even more hundred device popular in America were the
Instantaneous.
light bulb of the light with
Filled with
sulfuric
acid.
acid into tip slim treated with chemical
Treated with chemicals.
chemical were deep.
Okay, congratulations, you finished our test today. You kind of remember all the vocabularies, and you remember the process for the primitive society make fire, right? You remember on how did the early man and how did the primitive societies make fire, the whole process of making fire of them, and the way that the instantaneous light box worked. And last but not least, that your pronunciation is quite a little bit not good, quite good. And something that you remember to you need to remember that when we are learning English, we need to focusing on our pronunciation, our vocabularies, and our the way that we're gonna be confident when you speak, right? But just a little not confident. You don't remember all the vocabularies. You're not confident. Okay, thank you for joining to share this speaking test and say goodbye to our audience. Goodbye. Bye.